Good evening, Injustice fans. I know you've all been waiting for this one. I know, because you won't stop hounding me. Please, these things take time. I can only do one take, but, the editing and saving the world, they're exhausting. But I'm here to tell all of you about the finals of the Super Bowl itself. The SC Ameriprise Frito-Lay Bowl presented by Firestone. Or Allstate. I'll always be there to tell you the news. Because I'm your president. I am the one giving you the news. But first, here's your commissioner going down the slopes. I'll just show off my video skills. Woo! This was one for the books. A matchup among matchups. Who could have imagined this? Maggie versus Foster. Joe versus the volcano. It actually came down to the wire. Also, luckily, these folks didn't have anyone in the Buffalo game to rely on. And thankfully, all of our texts relating to that tragedy have been scrubbed from the internet and will never be used against us in the future. But back to this game. Maggie goes strong with her ball carriers. Wide receivers and running backs run rampant. But Foster's reliance on a decent tight end actually helps make up the difference. Both teams go with a twin quarterback route. While Foster's second quarterback goes down hard with negative numbers, a strong showing from Daniel Jones equals more than both Purdy and Goff combined. All in all, this was close. And I mean close. 3 points are all that separates first from second. This was a game that actually could have gone either way. It's not like when one finalist accidentally forgets to set a lineup because he fucked up the time zones when he was traveling back home from the Netherlands a few years ago. Now, without further ado and further fanfare, we have your champion,
Andrew Tate! All right, take two.
No, I expect that to be in the
Okay, all right.
update. So I want to thank you all very much for joining me to raise this glass of beer, which I have brewed in commemoration of my victory of the Injustice League this year, 2022. I have put exactly as much effort into brewing this beer as I have into my victory. I have selected a type of beer that requires very little effort, very little input, and is weak of substance, but still very strong somehow. I've decided to brew an English bitter to represent the bitter tears of defeat that you now all cry. So drink up, enjoy. I call it auto draft.
Cheers!
wow, Mr. Auto Draft himself in the finals, and the winner. Who'da thunk it? Maybe this is the way of the future. Maybe this is the way we all should be. I know all my first round picks went bust. Fucking injuries, man. Anyway, in our third place game, we have Mr. Number One himself, Jonathan, and Derek go head to head. This game, however, was affected by the tragedy in Buffalo/Cincy. Both Burrow and Chase had great potential. I guess for the purposes of parity, it's good that both Derek and Jonathan had one of these players, because they each went 0 for 0 for the whole thing, thanks to the delay. And you'd think that Derek Carr, the hero from Fresno himself, throwing 6 interceptions and going negative would be a huge deal, especially when Derek is starting the NFL's new dream child, Patrick Mahomes. But in the end, it all came down to this. They agreed to split the money. Yeah, it seems anticlimactic. Point-wise, technically Jonathan had more points at the end, but yeah, tragedy benefits tragedy. C'est la vie. Blood for the blood god. Skulls for the skull god. Well, there you have it. End of the season. The Injustice League. The one thing we had to enjoy together. It's going to be a hell of a Super Bowl. I guess. The Pats aren't in this one. But I blame having a quarterback who's afraid of being hit. Where was I going? Oh yeah, Super Bowl. We had a great season, and I hope to see you all next year as we battle it out. Maybe we'll have a trophy. Maybe last place should get on it. I've been your glorious president, here to say, we out.